What's going on, my friends? Welcome back to the Weekend Diecast. Today we have a fun truck to look at together, and it is made by MASSDI. So the truck itself is SCANIA 770S, and the MASSDI model number is SCN1103. So the 03 here stands for the third edition of the truck. So MASSDI has a quite a few colors of the same truck. They have black, white, and they also have some special edition. So this one, the blue one I got, is called the Frost Edition, and they also have the Fire Edition. So the Frost and Fire is actually based out of some real cars that is made by Scania. So Scania made 11 units of those special liveries, half of them being the Frost Edition, and the other half is Fire Edition. And let's just open this up to see what's going on. So it looks like MASSDI really took this seriously by giving this a premium box here. So it has so many layers of like the cushions here, and taking all of this out, and that reveals the truck itself. It's a beautiful blue color truck, and well, obviously it's the kappa over engine style, and unfortunately it's not legal. It's illegal to drive in North America, due to all the regulations. Doesn't comply with the regulations. It's not safe for the drivers and doesn't give driver a lot of enough comfort. And well, just unfortunate, because this kind of truck is very attractive, very good looking. So we can look at why don't we look at the paint first? Metallic blue paint, beautiful sky blue color with, look at this kind of complex pattern here. And the only thing I found is this extra paint dripping over here, and that's the only bad side of the paint I found. And other than that, it looks pretty good. So the front head is very clean looking, and you can see the Scania sign here, and all these like the front grills are individual pieces right here. And you can see the 770S and the V8 engine here. So 770S, actually they have 770 horsepower here, so that's a fun fact. And the headlights are all made of acrylics, and they're all individual pieces. You can see the light bulbs inside as well. Color separation for the blinkers, and windows are pretty clean. The windshield wipers are just not molded. I thought they are just molded in. They are separate pieces. See, I can move this thing. Separate pieces, plastic pieces. And the side mirrors are plastic as well, not made out of rubber. So when I was doing a little research earlier, so this truck is obviously super tall and super heavy on my hand, right? Let's do a little comparison. Let me show you some of my bigger trucks. I mean, this guy considered to be big before I owned this Scania truck. So look at how big this thing is. And before this guy, the biggest truck I have is actually this Suzuki from Tarmac Works. And if you compare them side by side, you can obviously see how tall the Scania is. So I was wondering if this is accurate. So I was looking on Google, and they tell me that, I mean, obviously different trims have different height, but the Scania 770S can be as tall as 4 meters. So that means 400 centimeters. So you divide by 64, just did a little calculation there. It should be 6.25, 6.25 centimeter. So let's verify that, right? So you measure that from the bottom to top. It's actually very close to 6.5 instead of 6.25 centimeter. And I found out what went wrong here is this top piece right here. I don't know what this is called, But this top piece right here shouldn't be as thick as this. It should be very thin pieces, should be lower than that. So if you like drop this in half, you can see that is going to be very accurate. It's going to be 6 1/4 exact if you can lower that piece a little bit. So yeah, I mean, obviously, other than this piece, the size-wise pretty accurate. It's just a very tall truck here. And let's look at the top here. A lot of lights here and a lot of antennas here. So I noticed that on their regular versions and like black and white versions, they don't have those like diamond looking lights here. Instead, they put some horns on top. So that's the differences. And also, this special edition have 2 rows of the rear tires. I think the black and white only has like 1 row of tires in the back. There's another difference. And obviously the paints are different, doesn't have those liveries here. And let's see what kind of details do they have on the side. So they have these 2 door steps here with the like anti-skid textures on top, so that's very good. And it's good to see that they put this a gap, you know, the cab and the gap between the cab and the bottom, because this should be able to tilt it over, but obviously this model is not capable of doing that. But at least they put this gap here to show them. And I mean, obviously the door handle here and the little storage compartment right here. And the mirrors are pretty good. They even have this like a silver stickers to imitate the mirrors. And what else? We have this micro USB here. Just another door step here. Looks like a micro USB. And this exhaust tip is made out of like a painted old silver. Those wheels are pretty accurate too. Convexed set of wheels at front and concaved. 2 sets in the back. And the double wheels, the weight bearing wheels. And moving to the back. Oh, this all the blinkers lights are all here. It's pretty accurate. Looking to the back. All these panels are a good amount of details here. You can even see these are like in real life, there should be a lot of cables and stuff. And these things just like to fix, like to mount this cap on the bottom. And here the mud guard. The mud guard is supposed to be black. They should at least paint it in different colors. Scanias on each side. This is where you put the license plate. And the rear lights are acrylics as well, so that's good. And yeah, there's a good texture on this patterned steel plate here. You can see the little, is it called what is it called? Horseshoe, I think. And to connect the trailer, I don't have a trailer here, but I hope, like if you have a pin on your trailer, you're supposed to be connect this shoes on the pin. So you can even see the little gear here. You're supposed to move this up and down to change the settings, but I don't think this can be moved up and down. But you can see the gear here. So that's good. And what else do they have here? On top, And on top you can see the sunroof, but it's not see-through. It looks as tinted. And at the bottom, some color separation for the gas tanks and the exhaust pipes. And you can see the transmissions at the bottom, as well as all the shafts here. It looks pretty good. What do you guys think of this model? I think it's pretty neat, given the price is around, I think when I got this in China it's about $20, and if you want to buy it somewhere else, it should be able to get it within like $30 or $40. So it's obviously way cheaper than the GCD and those premium brands, but you're losing the capability of tilting the head or steerable wheels. But other than that, it actually looks very impressive, given how cheap this thing is. So yeah, let me know in a comment that what you guys think of this car, and if you like the similar contents, you can subscribe to my channel, because I review a lot of 64 scale diecast cars, including Mini GT, Pop Race, all those popular brands and those non-popular brands. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.